Genesis chapter 47. Here's that Joseph and his family all lived together. This is part 6. Picking up off of last chapter, they go and talk to Pharaoh and say that they want to live in Goshen. Verses 5 and 6. Pharaoh spoke to Joseph, saying, Your father and your brothers have come to you. The land of Egypt is before you. Have your father and brothers dwell in the best of the land. Let them dwell in the land of Goshen, and if you know any competent men among them, then make them chief herdsmen over my livestock. Not only is the Pharaoh saying, you can have my land, he's saying you can have the best of my land in Goshen, which is where you like. And he's saying, even though historically Egyptians don't like shepherdsmen, the shepherdsmen that you do have, they can be chief herdsmen of my livestock. So he's also supplying them with a nice job, a supportive, successful job. Verses 7 through 10. Joseph brought in his father Jacob and set him before Pharaoh. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh. Pharaoh said to Jacob, How old are you? And Jacob said to Pharaoh, The days of the years of my pilgrimage are 130 years. Few and evil have been the days of the years of my life. They have not attained to the days of the years of the life of my fathers in the days of their pilgrimage. So Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from before Pharaoh. When he's talking about pilgrimage, he's talking about his life on earth, and he's trying to get to heaven. So he's saying that I haven't lived that many years. The years that I have lived, I haven't always lived the best. They've been evil. But he's not letting that define him, and he's setting his sins in the past so that he can live better and get to heaven. He's living the way God would want him to now, and so he blesses Pharaoh. Joseph is still the supplier of food during the famine. The first year of the famine, everyone runs out of money, so they give their livestock. But then they run out of livestock to give. Verse 19. Why should we die before your eyes, both we and our land? Buy us in our land for bread, and we in our land will be servants of Pharaoh. Give us seed, that we may live and not die, that the land may not be desolate. So they've run out of money to buy food. They ran out of stuff to trade for food. Now they're saying, we'll give our lives and we'll give our land for the food. They're offering themselves to be slaves in order for food so that they don't die. They'd rather be slaves than be dead. And so Joseph bought everyone except for the priests, because the priests could already live on their own. Verses 23 and 24. Joseph said to the people, Indeed, I have bought you and your land this day for Pharaoh. Look, here is the seed for you, and you shall sow the land. And it shall come to pass in the harvest that you shall give 1/5 to Pharaoh. 4/5 shall be your own seed for the field and for your food, those of your households, and as food for your little ones. So they're slaves, but they till the food that they're going to be eating. And this is like the first time we see taxes. They get to keep 4/5 of all the stuff that they work for. They have to give 1/5 to the Pharaoh. It's actually a pretty good agreement. And so they accept it. Verse 25. Though they said, You have saved your lives, let us find favor in the sight of my Lord, and we will be Pharaoh's servants. So I like that verse because it shows the optimism and the happiness of these people, even though they're literally slaves, which is not a good thing. But they're grateful for all they have. And I think everyone can take something out of that. No matter how much you have, you can still be grateful for something. Verse 27. Israel dwelt in the land of Egypt, in the country of Goshen, and they had possessions there and grew and multiplied exceedingly. So the covenant of their whole bloodline is still being fulfilled. Slowly but surely, they're becoming very successful and they're multiplying exceedingly. So now the last part of this chapter, Jacob is ready to pass away. He's making Joseph swear to him that when he does pass away, he's not ready to pass away yet, but he's about to. Jacob will be buried with his descendants in the promised land. So this chapter is just another message of God will provide for you, will protect you, he will bring you success if you live with him and just wait your turn. It also teaches us to bring other people up with us and to give people fair deals. Treat everyone the way that they should be treated. That's all I have. Thank you for watching.